Hello, everyone, and welcome to Test Run. I am your host, Code Marvelous, and today I am joined by V from The Source. Welcome
Howdy.
back.
Yeah, thank you.
And we are taking V's Frantic Whizzard deck for a spin on competitive Jinteki. Let's take a look at our opening hand and see how we're doing. Let's give them the old GLHF, and let's take a
Yep.
look at this opener.
Uh, this looks like kind of okay. Like the biggest thing is having like big bursty econ up front because you need that to install all your tools. This daily cast is like okay, but I would really be a lot happier with like a liberated or a Temujin, and like kind of the rest of the cards in this hand outside of I've had worse are just like cards you want later in the game. I think I would personally mulligan.
All right, let's hit it.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, that's a little bit better. We have two I've had worses. Hopefully, we can draw on some other econ. If they try to rush out, we have two different breakers. Oh,
Yeah.
this is interesting. They don't have any ice going. I wonder
Okay.
what that is. This might be more of like a deck. I don't know. I wonder if this is going to be like a trappy deck where you don't really get to see the deck. My instinct here is thinking that might be like a psychic field. So
Yeah.
my instinct is like put down a daily cast and then run it, and then we can refill with the two iPad horses in hand if it's like a snare or whatever.
That seems okay.
Yeah, we don't want to let them get like a medical breakthrough or whatever. Oh, hey, yeah,
Hey!
there it is.
There it is, a psychic
Now, I
field.
heard Joseki or whatever made a spreadsheet, and he said on Jinteki, it's always best to play one on the first side game that matters. So that's usually what I do when I'm online. All
Oh,
right, well, we lost. Oh well. uh, I would leave it there because you don't want to let them Jackson it back, and there's just no benefit.
okay.
Let's see here. Um, what do we want to do now? We're gonna have to discard something. That's fine because we have MK. I think I want to poke the hand actually, because if they're playing traps like that, like if you can hit a snare, like now it's a good time. We have another Avid Worse. We don't have things in our hand that we really care about.
Okay, that's fair. Fetal
Ah, hey,
AI.
yeah, there you go.
But we can't
Oh no, we
steal it.
can't take it. Oh no, I didn't think of that.
And
Oh
it
well.
hit the other one.
All right, well this has just gotten worse. But that's fine. We have two cards where. Oh no, we lost the MK. But yeah, we're probably fine to discard that Plascrete.
Alright,
I think right now we'll just probably take a credit.
get rid of Plascrete.
I think if they're gonna do a net damage deck, we actually don't want the Frantic Codeine, which is kind of unfortunate because it's kind of the big trick in this deck. But yeah, it's pretty much just for. It's more like for the decks that are gonna play like regular Netrunner, or at least like MBN stuff. Credit hedge fund. All right. Um, I think we can put down the other daily cast.
We don't want to
And
use Sure
or no,
Gamble.
you know what? Let's get up, do the sure gamble, and I think maybe we just set up, put down daily cast and data sucker, and we can start hitting the hand and trying to get
Right,
the steal
because
back.
apparently they're not icing anything, so
Yeah,
the secrets within got that advancement
yeah,
on
that
that psychic
advanced
field.
psychic field. I did not think about that. Maybe we should have trashed it before because they can use it as a trickle light battery.
Alright,
I'm gonna say let's draw cards to play around snare. Um, we do have a grimoire in the heap already, correct? Oh, no,
no.
not yet. Okay, great. Yeah, then I would be okay running HQ here. I really want to get that fetal. And, like, to disarm any other traps there. Okay, that's alright. Yeah, so we can just draw a card and remove the tag. This is super annoying, but, like, they can't do this forever. Like, that's also taxing them 4, and, like, the only econ they've had this game is a hedge fund, so they've, like, basically thrown that away outside of clicking for credits.
Steve's in here.
Oh, hey. Yeah, Stephen Ball's here, rad. Alright, I'd say my instinct's just to draw 2 and run HQ again here. Usually, like, when you hit the first trap, like, the next thing they install is a trap as well.
There's a
Neural.
Neural.
Okay, so we know they have that. I don't think we want to run last click then, because we had a snare and then they neural us, we're dead. I'm also a little wary of playing inject. We might need every single hit point, especially because we are already down to 27 and we haven't, like, done anything yet. I'm gonna say, like, we should just draw a card.
Oh,
Hey,
yay!
that's pretty good. Yeah, we could put that on HQ and start really going to town.
Steve says he's a fan of you.
Oh God. Great guest. I'm a fan. He's so corny.
So,
Um,
what do we want
let's
to
see
do
what we
here?
have in the discard pile right now, because I really don't want to discard cards to inject in this particular matchup very much. And we haven't seen
That's
very many
fair.
programs, so I don't think now's a great time to inject. I would say we probably just want to install Temujin on HQ without the Career Fair to
Because,
reserve the hit point.
right.
And then we should just poke it. Like, we want to get that fetal and any other agendas or traps. Like, if we can hit, like, June bugs and junk like that, then we're really happy.
Do we want
Yeah,
to go
poke
again?
it again. And probably draw a card last click if we don't get something.
Scorched
Scorch.
Earth.
Alright, that's good to know. Well, maybe we shouldn't have dropped the Plascrete. Oh well. We
I'm
can
like,
always
what?
deja vu it.
Yeah, we could Deja it. How
Yeah,
many? How many Dejas have we lost? Just
we've
one.
lost one, so we got two left. But we've lost all the I've had worses, but also deja vuing and I've had worse is not bad. So that's almost certainly the ice wall they dropped. Have we lost a paperclip yet? Not
No,
yet. Okay, so I'm gonna say actually we should play the inject now. Maybe we can find the paperclip.
we did not.
Okay, that's alright too. We got tons of money. It is kind of awkward though. We have all this money and nothing to spend it on. I'm gonna say like probably just play a gamble and run HQ. Maybe it'll be something that's not an ice wall just in case. Make them res it, show it to us. Yep. Okay. Um, Tenon always makes me want to run, but obviously his deck's like designed to like punish running at the same time. I'm gonna say actually just install a liberated account. Like you want to play the cards that are gonna give you more money
Right.
per card, like in these sorts of matchups where they're taxing your hit points. I think sure gambles aren't great past the early game for that reason.
That's fair.
Like if you can, it's usually better to avoid it unless you're like, you're like back down to 5 and you really need some money. But we have plenty of money and we have plenty of money coming.
Right. That's fair. No, my buddy Nathan is here too.
Ah, cool.
All right.
So let's draw a card. We have to get the Jackson this turn. I don't want to.
Yay!
I don't know if that's great right now.
That's why it was very half-hearted.
Yeah, yeah. This is one weakness of the deck, is it's not great against these net damage decks for sure. I'm gonna say actually we should run Archives instead of the Jackson because we also want to get a successful Tenon run for the turn to turn off
Sure.
their ability.
All right, so there was a
All right,
shock
so
in there. Hey, now we don't have to worry about whether or
Yeah,
not it's a
that's
good idea
fair.
to use Faust.
Yeah, so
Run Jackson.
we should run Jackson and probably hit the liberated account.
I have to imagine that our opponent is gonna. Oh, they're
Oh,
just
wow,
gonna
they're
let
just
us
gonna-
have it.
All right, yeah, make sure you get your wizard bucks.
Yeah, gotta get those wizard bucks. Those are
All
the
right,
those are
wizard
the good
value
bucks.
for the game.
And then I hit the liberated.
Yep, perfect.
I mean, we've got money. That's certainly something we have.
Yeah, this is like a really bizarre draw. All right, so that's almost certainly like an agenda.
So we've got MK Ultra in the trash.
Yeah, let's draw a card and see what we get. Deja vu. If we're super sure it's an agenda, we could deja vu for Faust and try to get it. Might be slightly sketch though. We could even. No, that would probably backfire if we like deja vu inject to try to get paperclip. But I think we should just run it. We have enough money. Like nothing that will hurt us. If it's DNA tracker, we can just go through it. Like we have MK Ultra and a bunch of data suckers. Ah, Lotus. Yeah, that makes sense. All right,
Okay.
so that's the end of that. Let's see here. Can you show me the heat real quick again?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we can get that the next time they try to put something. Like deja vu for Fem or whatever is always gonna get us through there.
Because we got the money to put down whatever.
Yeah. I almost want to poke R&D just to make them spend credits because they're at 8, and then like it'll really hurt them to like advance an agenda and like res all that ice on R&D.
Okay,
So like it'll make them make a choice, and it might put us in a better position.
let's try it.
They're low on money. And like again, we still have the MK Ultra plus data suckers to keep us safe.
Data mine, Tori Hanzo.
Oh my god, we're wrecked. Wow, we needed that Faust. Yeah, they got us. There's nothing we can do about that. It's cool.
What is
Well, that's-
life?
It, like,
What is
splits
life,
us,
V? I don't know.
but- I don't know. It's painful. Wow, okay, well, I guess we gotta trash her. Yeah, let's see what we get in the deck. A gift. Well, that's not great for us. Oh well. But that wizard value. So now we have to play another card because we have a brain damage. I'd say just smack down another liberated. That's probably be like enough money for the entire game.
I'd say that's probably accurate.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Yeah, it's probably like House of Knives or something. They're down to 0. Yep, that's okay. I'm gonna say we should just run R&D. Like, I kind of wanted them to ping us right now while we have cards in our hand that I don't really care about. Yep, that's okay. That was the best card, but Neural. Alright, so that'll be the second Neural. Yeah, we have to draw. We have to find breakers. Alright, yeah, you should hit that inject. Oh no, there's a lot of cards in the hand. It's not breakers. Well then. Well, the retrieval run is a breaker. I'd say just slap down the Grimoire.
Do we want to get rid of the Temujins or the Sure Gamble, or what do we?
The Gamble and the Ice Carver. I don't think we're gonna need Ice Carver this game.
I think that's fair.
At least not the first one. We're running so low on cards. This is like, you know, like the deck's trying to make Anarch more consistent, but at the end of the day, you still are an Anarch deck, so you're gonna have some troubles with your breakers and stuff sometimes. Let's draw and see what we get. Medium, that's
hey!
one. Let's hit it. Install medium and run R&D. Then we can try to draw out some net damage or whatever while we still have a click left to recover. Oh, Swordsman. Alright, we can break that with MK. Yeah. So yeah, you want to just... No, you don't need the second down, because MK boost and then break.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Slash...
It might not really matter.
Well, yeah. Hang on. Slash counter virus 7.
Yeah, don't click on the medium. That'll be awkward. Yep, then we can check out 2 cards. We should be safe, because they can't hit snare and stuff.
Fetal!
Right, yeah, now, as long as it's not another fetal. I guess they still have a fetal in their hand.
Oh my god,
oh my god! Wow. Correct. Alright. Yeah, again, okay, so... Not the best deck against net damage decks, but...
I like how you're like, this is literally the one scenario where we die. Okay.
Yeah, I called it. Wow. You should pay 2 to steal it just for fun.
Yeah, just to get it on there. Yeah, there we go.
It's our trophy.
Yeah, posthumous agenda steal. All right, do we want to try to get another game so we can maybe show off the deck a little bit more?
Yeah, let's go for it. That was fun though. That was super interesting. And you know, that might be good for some people, like if they're interested in seeing this deck, like, you know, you have to play it super differently against net damage decks.
My friend Nathan is like, excellent agenda placement.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Man, they played that, what'd you call it? The rearrange of the 5 cards of your deck?
Precognition,
yeah,
one of the worst cards.
That precognition they played when I wasn't looking was awesome. That's so crazy too, because they had a... Oh no, they fleshed it out with Jackson. That's what it is. Let's say.
So, sometimes you get killed.
Yeah, it's fun though.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm not gonna be mad like when it's just complete variance that we hit 2 fetal AIs.
Yeah.
I'll always have like an appreciation for net damage flatline decks. Like for the longest time, I was always playing that Lucian Notion PE deck.
Oh, the worst.
It's so fun though to be it.
my favorite thing would just be to shuffle 3 cards that were all traps and motion it, and then I would say, I wonder if it's the agenda. I would muse out loud, but I only shuffled 3 traps.
Yeah.
Like, and then people would be like, "Oh, I'll check it," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's a June bug because I only shuffled traps." Like,
when I first got like special tokens for the game, like instead of getting like Team Covenant ones or whatever, I got little mini poker chips.
Cool.
Just because I wanted to be able to Musha Notion and actually put chips on my card and be like, I'll raise you 1. Put a 4th advancement on there.
That's pretty good. I like that. I always like to let people know that I'm recording.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, we've got a real matchup.
All
Or
right, Architects of Tomorrow. So this
Architects of Tomorrow.
HP is kind of like a deck I found like this deck does pretty well against usually.
All right, so let's take a look at the opener. What do you think?
Uh, it's not great, but it's probably good enough with the Liberated. Like we don't have anything like we really want to play early on, but we can just draw cards and like we have two breakers and a medium, so like it's and a Grimoire, so like we have like the cards that we need to find in the mid game already. So and it's got the big burst money. I think it's like a weak keep.
So we're keeping it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. You
Also,
are
if
the
people wanna
you
play
are
with
the
it-
boss, and we don't want to necessarily run super early because we don't want to hand out a bunch of free money early on.
Right. Well, it looks like we wait, they kept their hand and then they're gonna Jackson draw first turn. Crazy. Interesting. Well, we're definitely gonna attack that Jackson. I'm gonna say probably we just wanna like get a credit, liberate, and then we can just run at the Jackson actually, because we're wizard.
Yeah, Wizard Bucks for life.
hmm
All
And we
right.
can just hit the liberated, so we have some money. Then from there, it's gonna be a lot of drawing and hitting.
Heliod beta
Uh,
test.
that would be pretty good here, yeah.
There
Oh
we go.
wow.
Oh
There's
look,
the
somebody
lockout.
knows that we're probably playing Temujin.
Yeah, that's okay though. It's like worse like when you already have the Temujin committed. So like we can like poke and prod as we go and kind of figure out where we want to put it. But yeah, for now we just want to draw a card.
Sucker.
Yeah, let's draw a card. All right, cool. And then we can just hit liberated 2 times and drop a. I'm gonna say we probably want to drop the paperclip because we have 2 in case they arc lockdown,
Oh, that's an excellent point.
and we only have the 1 black orchestra. So
Yeah, that's an excellent point. Oh, Arc Lockdown.
yeah,
The
it's-
enemy of conspiracy breakers.
for sure.
All right.
Let's see here. They got $6. Like, this is probably just like an Adonis or something like that. But we still probably want to contest it. We can like click through whatever we need to. I would say this is worth attacking to just keep their early econ down. You never want to let Architects of Tomorrow have money, and it's pretty easy to keep them off of it.
So we're gonna run it. Click one.
Yeah, I think so. Just in case it's Fairchild 3.
Yeah, some number of fair children.
Oh wow, they're just not resonant. All right, well free Adonis. Great. Then we can
All
hit the I've had worse.
Okay.
You can put down Daily Cast and Sucker.
Do we want? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're.
No. Because it's more of a tempo hit to put the grimoire down.
Yeah, I'd say probably just a Sucker for now. Like
Yeah.
we need to keep our. We don't have like a ton of money yet, and like our money might be a little more constrained here if they're gonna ice up everything super early.
So we just had a 3 clicks for 3 credits turn.
That's what you want to see. Because like this game has like a pretty crazy end game, so I'd hit the I've had worse here. Like we're just trying to get there, basically all set up. This
Dun,
is actually
dun,
a good time
dun.
to hit frantic coding, I think. Like we just want to develop our discard pile and stuff.
So do we want to hit it?
You know what? Actually, we need to. We want a little bit more money first because we want to be able to put that liberated down to that second one, and if we play that, we'll go down to 5, which is a little awkward for the liberated. So I'd say we don't have to play it exactly right now. Maybe just hit that liberated, install the new one, and then hit that liberated, and then you can drop the black orchestra. That's another. Arc Lockdown's another reason why Faust is okay in this deck, is like at least it's more types of breakers.
Yeah.
Like instead of like a duplicate of Yogg or something. Though duplicate Yogg is also super strong.
Okay.
Wow, another Jackson going. Well, yeah, they let us. Yeah, they let us trash that first one. This has been very weird so far. I'd say we should just run it again. We don't want to let them develop their
They're bored.
their options. So.
Yeah. Well, whatever this is, they've got to be able to res it, but they're not going to.
Maybe it's Janice, honestly.
That would be some crazy shit.
Like that's like the only thing I can think of. That maybe Wotan cost 14, right?
Fairchild, the new Fairchild is also what is
It's
that?
like 9.
9?
8, 9, something like that.
All right. So what do we want to
Uh,
do with Click 2?
I think we should let's hit the inject first. Because like when we have clicks like to follow it up, that's a little better.
So
And we
we
still like
lost a parasite.
okay, that's quite all right. Let's hit gamble and install Grimoire. Like we're just kind of setting up here
Right.
and just keeping them like from getting too out of hand. It's
Two out
also
of
nice to
two
like
out of two out of hand. Did you just?
uh one thing I also try to keep in mind is like early on when I'm still setting up, like, and if I haven't found very much econ, like I would be a little reluctant to play the Frantic coding. Like
Sure.
now I'm a little happier to play it that we found one of our Temujin contracts.
Yeah.
Typically in this deck, like if you get it early, you absolutely should like hit archives with it or whatever. But like in the mid game, like this deck can really take advantage of it in R&D or HQ, like while you're collecting suckers, clearing out the hand, or building up medium
Sure.
counters.
Sure.
I think from here we just want to hit Frantic Coding and see what happens.
All right. So Ice Carver, Temujin, Net Ready Eyes. I've had worse. Fem, Faust, Parasite, Career Fair.
Okay, great. Yeah, so we're gonna get Fem and put it on R&D because we have two mediums in our hand with Grimoire installed.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say we should well, we don't want to go down too many credits. I'm gonna say we just finish off the Liberated this turn, and then we can just go crazy on R&D next turn, like install Temujin and medium, and actually instead of last click you should install the medium on R&D actually, or well, that's the only place it goes. Just because we might need a triple click next turn on if they put another ice outside of the Fem ice.
Well, right, but all three, I think, yeah, all three of the breakers.
Yeah,
are...
we're ready for any kind of gear check as long as we have the money. If they don't ice it again, we can actually
just go
play Temujin on R&D and just
and do we want to
it.
put the second medium down or leave it in hand?
We could probably do that too if there's only the one femmed ice. Like, they can't have that many subroutines. I don't think there's like anything in that remote that like threatens us more than we'd be threatening R&D here with double medium and with Temujin and a femmed ice. So yeah, I'd say just install the Temujin and the medium, and let's run R&D.
Yeah, let's go to town.
Oh wow, they're not resin again. All right, well that's pretty good. I'm waiting for a fetal AI or snare or something.
Are we gonna go again?
Yes, I think so, yeah. They have a lot of ice coming up, though, that we need to keep in mind. But yeah, we're getting paid $4 to see all these cards. It's pretty great.
This is like the medium dream right here. Like,
Yeah.
ugh.
For child 1, 3. Pad campaign. Yeah, trash it. We got... if only to help us dig deeper, really. It's like $1.
I guess they don't want to res because they just know that we've got the breaker for whatever.
I feel like, though, like, in their shoes, they really should res to get value out of their ID, right?
Yeah. I'm not really sure what's going on there.
Yeah, it's super interesting. I feel pretty safe, like, running into almost anything first click. Okay. Ooh, wow, they're giving us lots of stuff we have to do in one turn. You should ask them what cards they installed, because it's not implemented on Techie yet. Like, if they're face-up cards, they have to tell us what it is. One of them's probably a pad campaign.
Okay.
Ah, okay, assembly lines, one face down. Yeah, that's the other thing I ran into. I didn't ask someone which one was which, and I ran the wrong one. I was like, oh. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say we still want to run R&D first click. And then
Seems-
they won't be able to like drop a CVS from hand or anything crazy, like during the run at least. Turn. Yeah, we should just totally Black Orchestra this, and then we can attack everything else. Yep, and then break it. Because, like, we're gonna get $4 back.
So many cards.
Yeah, just, 6 additional cards. Well, 6 cards. No, it's 4, 5, 6, 7
It's
cards.
7
or
cards
something.
total.
Yeah. Yeah, free Jackson trash. This feels so good. when you trash stuff for free.
There we
There we
go.
go, got one. All right. We still have a memory unit. We have 2 clicks, like if we make a run somewhere. Let's run at that advanced card in the remote. And we
Tr-
might just like if they kick us out here, it's fine. It's also weird that they're playing Turing in this deck.
yeah.
Wow, they have not used their ability once.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here.
Oh wow, yeah, there you go.
Okay. So
We can deal with that pretty okay
I'm
though.
trying to
Let's
do
see here.
what's the math?
It's 8 strength,
Yeah, so
so we can bring it down to 5. Well, it's just still like awkward for Black Orchestra because it won't be able to break the subroutines when it boosts. Alternatively, we could just let it in the run, which is my instinct because they can't score like a 4-2, which is what that probably is, right?
yeah,
I just leave it there
jack
because
out.
that is the bad thing about this Fairchild is it's like, oh okay, in the run, that's fine. It doesn't hurt you.
All right, do we want to go R&D again?
Yeah, let's go R&D. We're gonna see ridiculous amounts of cards, so and we're getting paid for it. We got
We
paid $1.
This is insane. This is just insanity to me.
This
How
is
much
every single game. No, not at all.
I wish.
It's this is kind of like usually how
V,
the game
you've convinced me if this is every single game.
goes. Yeah, I can't promise every single game will go that way. We
Yeah,
should
let's
still
get rid
trash
of
it.
that.
It's $1. All
Man,
right, well
this
they have
person's
5
agenda
wins.
density is really low.
Yeah, like man, um, if they res that, they said the other one's pad campaign number 4.
No, the number 4 was hidden,
Oh yeah, we should run it.
just to check it out.
Yeah, I think it might be clone suffrage movement, and we don't want to let them have that. Oh, it's pad. Uh, I think it's still worth trashing. Like they're so low. And they have like so much they need to do. They need to like get this agenda to safety, and they need to protect R&D, and they need to purge. Like if we're also pressuring their money, like it's just gonna be too much for them.
I am just blown away.
Yep.
There it is.
All
Uh,
right. So what? All right. So we have like R&D locked through 6 cards. No, we had 10 medium counters. So we saw
We were seeing 9 cards.
9 cards. Yeah, they just drew
Uh,
one. So we know the top 8 is not agendas. Wow, crazy. All right, so could you have her over Fairchild? I can't remember what we need to do if we just want to suffer.
It's
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 pay
8
8.
credits, a trashed of an installed card, and a brain damage.
Uh, yeah, it's kind of a lot, I guess. I'd say first click we want to run the assembly line though before they have a chance to do anything with it.
Yeah.
And then we might want to poke their hand a bit, just see what's going on in there and build some sucker counters. Like they're still in a position to score a 4-2. Hey, there you go. What do we got here? Chrysium? Don't
Do we
really.
care about that?
We do, but I'm okay leaving it because I don't think they want to res it for 3 credits. Because we have Data Sucker and Temujin, which is, it's pretty good value if they can block both of those later on. Like our next Temujin's probably going to go on HQ maybe. I'd say we just want to run again. Like we're getting a Data Sucker and an Access. I think it's still worth it. All right, Ellie. We should draw a card here. Hey, that's pretty good. All right, so they have
They're just
7 cards on
moneying
top
up.
of R&D.
It's worth noting that their ability has not fired one time.
Yeah, that was another reason also to bounce off the Fairchild is we deny their ability.
All right, so we now know what the top 7 cards are.
Right. I'm gonna say we just want to be ready to just lock R&D from there. So let's just draw a card. I don't think we're gonna need the second Frantic Coding, so we can draw.
Clippy.
We already have Clip in the bin, right? Or do we not?
We do.
Okay, yeah. So that's not really worth anything. Let's draw one more card. And then let's just place your gamble.
I think we have a pair. Yeah, we have two parasites in the bin actually.
Yeah, so that Deja Vu could be good. Yeah, we should actually really probably just let's parasite down this terrain. Yeah, we even have a Marie in it. Like we can just kill it right now. Probably should have done that last turn, but oh well. Yeah, and then we even have another one for when they try to ice it again with that Ellie, probably. And we can just run R&D and get paid $1 to destroy this terrain and access a
You mean
card.
get paid $4?
Yeah, exactly. Then we see a bunch of cards. Well, we see one card the first time, but then we can just run it again and get medium counters and data sucker counters. Like it's free. And it just scales crazy.
Yeah, the double medium's incredible.
Hmm. Yeah, this deck really reminded me how much I love Grimoire. It's so good.
It's so good.
They have this sales team, but I don't know if it's going to be quick enough to like really let them deal with what we're doing here.
There we
Okay, so
go.
they have double ice, which is what they need, but they probably can't res both unless it's like stuff we don't really care about, like Fairchild 1. We kind of do care about Fairchild 1, I guess, before we have Yogg. That is actually something we could consider is trying to do the frantic coding for Yogg, but I don't think we want to do that yet because we want to keep this spare memory we have for this parasite and try to get value out of it.
Okay.
So I'm going to say first click we just run R&D.
Let's see
See
what
what's
we
up.
got.
Mhm.
There it
Yep.
is.
We could even consider. Well, I guess we have to go through it. Yeah, we can just pay $2. Like, not. You don't want to
Oh,
do it with Black Orchestra. You can just suffer the
yep.
17s or whatever.
Sorry, just pay. Yep.
Yeah, so they're probably gonna res this thing for free, which is that's fine. We can click through it, and then from next turn we can start working on destroying it. And then some games though, like when you get your net ready eyes, the nice carver, you just work on blanking it with Yogg.
Yep.
Yeah, so we think we still all know this stuff. So
I think we're seeing one new card. Yep.
hey, let's kill it. Actually, yeah, I guess we didn't think about it before that our R&D lock wasn't quite as deep as we thought because we had trashed that pad campaign or whatever.
There it is. The
Yep,
purge.
so that's still a value purge for them. Um, so we can take this time to parasite the Fairchild, but let's draw cards first and see, because otherwise we're going to need to reestablish our economy because our Temujin's spent. Let's draw another card, and then let's play Daily Cast and Parasite on the Fairchild 3. And then maybe next turn we need to start getting some data suckers back. We can try to poke HQ, and check out archives if we need to.
Getting Yogg might be worth it.
Yeah, what's interesting too is if we draw 2 more cards, we can 100% play Yogg from our deck with Frantic Coding, which is always fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's run HQ first click. Against Architects and HP nowadays anyway, you always want to like run first click just because Fairchild 3 is so awful to deal with. Uh, let's see here. Is that like worth it? I don't I think we can just bounce here because we're also denying the ability. Let's draw another card. Yeah,
Temujin.
we're gonna need that later once we start digging R&D again, when we're ready to kill the Fairchild. Let's run archives and see if they'll res and give us a data sucker. Like, I don't think they're gonna have anything crazy on archives. And nothing at 5 credits really hurts you too bad. Ravana. Oh, actually, yeah, there's one. Um, yeah, that's pretty annoying. Because they still have all this subroutines of Fairchild 3.0 available to them. Um, let's see here. Pay. What can they really make us do? They can make us pay 3 or trash an installed card, pay 3. Yeah, or that's really all I care about. Like, I really don't want to pay 6 credits to break this, you know what I mean? Like,
Do we want to click through one and then tell them to fire another one?
yeah, that's probably okay. Let's do that. Oh,
They
that's
used
okay.
Eli to end the run.
That's fine. I'd rather it in the run than pay 3. Our money's like a little scarce right now, and we're gonna need like a bunch up front to like get Temujin going again.
Yeah.
But we have our Parasite pressuring, like, their actions and stuff. Like, if they want to put it down, reset it, they have to take their turn to purge. Yeah, getting Yogg, though, also, like, when it's, down low in strength is gonna be really good for us. So I think we want to draw a card. Alright, and now we know we can play Frantic Coding to get Yogg for sure. The question is if we want to do that. Could you hit the archives for me real quick? Alright, so we have all the Temujins in the game. Like, we got to think about what we're throwing away if we do that. We'd be throwing away another liberated account. Like, we're really kind of money starved right now, another daily cast. I don't know if we really want to do that. We haven't seen Retrieval run yet, correct?
I don't believe so. Let me double check. No.
Okay, so I think maybe we actually might want to play Inject here instead of Frantic.
So
Okay, great, yeah. So we got a bunch of money there. We can go ahead and play the gamble. And this paperclip isn't going to matter. And the Frantic, we're not going to play it anymore. So we can discard those, and we can just hit the Liberated there.
so we're gonna get rid of Clippy.
Yep, and Frantic. I find I usually play like just one Frantic per game, just to kind of like set up your discard pile. Yep, so there's the Purge. Like buying us all the time we need to get set up. Yeah, so let's play Inject and see if we can find Yogg.
Well, Yogg's already in the bin.
Oh, whoops. Oh well, that's fine. Actually, yeah, that's fine. We can Career Fair Liberated here. We can just take a turn to set up if we want, because we're gonna like just want to click through the Ravana to get the Yogg.
So Career Fair liberated.
Right, yeah. Then we can drop Grimoire.
Oh, we're gonna hit it twice.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Money, money, money.
Yeah, now we're back up to 24. So like that's a big difference too, is like you don't want to always just play Frantic, because like we need all this money left in our deck. Yeah, so there's advancing that card they had in there for a while. It's just a Vitruvius, they don't get any value out of it, which is really good for us. Let's see here. We didn't get Ice Carver this game, which is unfortunate. Do we still have one in our deck?
Correct.
We still have one in the deck. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw one card. Alright, so that's where it is. And now I want to Retrieval run for Yogg here and just click through the Ravana. And we can overwrite the Black Orchestra. 'Cause I think we're at the point where we're not really happy to pay too much money for it. Okay, and they're going to show us Eli. And we're also going to get the
Data Sucker.
Data Sucker, which is good. So it's actually nice. I'm glad to see Eli there. Because we can just, next turn, if they don't purge again, we can just run R&D, click Eli, and start charging up mediums again. Or we can even install Temujin on R&D and then do that. That would be better. And then, like, while we're doing that, we're also, like, pressuring the remote in a way by collecting the data suckers. If we get enough data suckers, then we,
Both fair children have been overwritten.
Oh, wow. Alright, well, that's actually good, because it buys us a memory slot, too. Alright, and they're also putting something in the remote. How many Fairchild 3.0s do they have in their discard pile?
There's one, the one
Just
that was
the
just
one. Yeah, let's go ahead and just run R&D first click and make them res. Architect? Okay, that's alright. We have Fem.
Do we want to use the Data Sucker or hard pay?
Yeah, let's hard pay here. I think data suckers are more valuable than 2 credits here, so sometimes they're not, sometimes they are. I think here we're okay. Well, maybe we want to keep our memory slot clear because we have 2 Deja Vus in hand, so we can like start spamming Parasites down. I think let's just click through. That is the worst though when you have 2 paperclips in your deck. Hey! Alright. This is always awkward though, like in this deck, like usually you want like 2 clicks, like Deja Vu, then do that or whatever. I think though we're happy to put Ice Carver down, so we have that. And they might score another agenda here, but like if they do that, then we're like really set up to dig their R&D, which is getting really small. And hopefully it's just not a beta test that like wins them the game. Alright, well it could be a beta test that wins them the game.
Okay.
That's annoying, but with the ice carver, it's dealable. All right, so we will have to get paperclip now,
All
which
right.
is okay.
One went into the bin.
Um, yeah, so we can actually afford to play Temujin on R&D here, I'm pretty sure. Like, we play that, and then 4 for paperclip, 2 for Eli, 2 for Eli. Architect will be 2 strength now, which is really good. Like, this ice carver is just like wrecking this server for us, basically. Yeah, I think we should have enough money. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with a sucker, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, wait. Do we have enough money?
I mean, we also still have liberated.
Yeah. Yeah, let's hit liber. Actually, yeah, we don't need to spend any clicks running, so let's hit liberate and run.
So we're installing Clippy.
Yep. Here comes the clip. And then that Eli is 3 strength, so we just have to pay 2, which is as cheap
That
as it'll
feels
ever
so
be.
good.
For sure. And then this Itchy's gonna be 3 strength. We can suck it down and uh, bring it down to 2 strength and then break it for 1 a pop. This basically we're just paying like per sub, you know? And same with the architect, it's gonna be down to 2 strength, so.
Ugh, Ice Carvers.
It's so
Value
ridiculous playing
town.
against decks like this. Yeah. And then we're gonna get $4 back too.
Yeah, value town.
Mhm. Yeah, we can trash that.
Yeah, seems good.
We should still trash that, I think. Like, it's also just getting us deeper, and then, like, we have a lot of ways to recover money. Oh my god. I mean, I think
We're not gonna be
I
able to
think
see
we
the
have to
card that they
trash
draw,
that.
but we're not gonna be able to see the card that they draw if we do
Yeah,
it.
because we're only seeing 3 here, aren't we? Hmm. But maybe we could also mill them to death now. That's actually, like, tricky, though, because, like, it's so annoying if they put that on R&D for us. Because, like, we are starting to get low on money.
Your choice.
That's a tough one. I I think we should trash it.
All right. So last click. What are we doing?
Hit liberated. Yeah, because now their deck is just got to be chock full of agendas.
Chock full of nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's all in their hand.
Yeah, that's true. We should maybe consider if once they purge. I
And
think
they also milled a card with ABT that we have not checked.
that's fair. Yeah. I was gonna say they might be going for a score here.
I mean,
Um,
I would be if I were them.
let's see here. They have 8 strength on the Fairchild. It's gonna go down 1 by Ice Carver, so it's gonna be 7. Yeah, so we'd have to do some really weird stuff to break it with Yogg. It's like doable, but I don't know. I don't know if we have the money for it. Like we'd have to like Deja Vu for Net Ready Eyes or something. And then like also install that data sucker, but then we'd have to draw a card. Yeah, I don't think we can do it. Or we could alternatively just like suffer all the consequences. Like the brain doesn't really matter on this last run of the game, if it is that. Trash install. Yeah, like none of that stuff like really. We don't have enough money, I guess, to pay for on each of them. That's the problem. Huh. Yeah, that beta test was so good for them. Made us pay all this money. Can we get into R&D again? Because I'm sure if we can, then we probably just win.
So we could do 2 clicks. Then this is a total of 5, and then this is 2, so we would need 7 credits to get in one time and 2 clicks.
Which is exactly what we don't have, right? Unless we let the Itchy trace fire, which would be okay, actually.
Now, if we use the second data sucker token, we just need 1 more credit.
Or how do you figure that?
So we click for 1, and then we run. We click through Eli. And then here is 5. Oh no, because Clippy, we still need to break 2 subs.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I think it's cheaper than 2. So it's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can click 3 credits and run, and then let the Itchy trace fire.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Which doesn't really matter if we win, so I think that's what we should do. It might be Jackson in the remote anyway, so it doesn't really like wreck us. Like they trash Temujin or something, but they have 3 credits, so yeah, and this should be enough exactly. And they'll even bounce up back to 4.
It's an Ash
Oh,
in
well,
the
that's
remote.
fine. Why would they even res it and show us that? It's weird. Oh well. Yeah. This is like the one bad value thing, is like you're always that one link runner though, and I'm so used to ignoring the itchy third step.
Value Town.
Yeah. This deck is like you can get away with playing Fem instead of Mimic and stuff like that, just because
That alone might be the craziest part of this deck.
yeah, Ice Carver, this deck just abuses Ice Carver basically. That's the key.
Good
All
game.
right, it's on the top. We did it. That was actually pretty close though.
That was very close, but we
Yeah.
really got to show off what this deck does and how much it leverages
Yeah, I would say
Ice
that's
Carver.
a pretty typical game. Like you usually go through your whole deck, and like you got to think about the value in the deck, like balancing value and tempo a lot in this deck, which is pretty interesting and fun for me. So
Yeah, it's a really neat deck, and it's not easy to pilot, but it rewards you a lot when you pilot it well. I like it.
yeah, it's super fun. I like it. It's the deck I've been most comfortable with on Runner recently.
Yeah, it's cool, and I love the Conspiracy Breakers as well.
Yeah, it's super fun. Like you get to do all these like tricks, like back in the day in that Runner, like all these clone chip tricks. Like you get to do it with the breakers. One card that I think would be really cool in this deck, if people want to try it out, is Stim Hack. Like, if you can get all the Conspiracy Breakers in your discard, you can, like, avoid tempo hits and Stim Hacking out your breakers, like,
Right.
without the need of clone chips or anything like that.
That's true. That's definitely true.
Yeah.
V, thank you very much for coming on the channel.
Yeah, totally. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Everybody watching at home, V is from the Source Podcast. V, do you want to let everybody know where they can find you guys?
Yeah, we're pretty much everywhere you can find podcast. We're on Podbean. That's where we host. If you type in the Source, an Android Netrunner podcast on there, or iTunes. We have a Facebook. You can come and like us there, and we also have a Twitter called A&R The Source on Facebook and Twitter.
Cool. Well, V, thank you very much.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks.
Everybody watching, try out the Frantic Coding Wizard. I'm going to put a link to the deck list in the show notes. Give it a go. And until we see you again, always be running.
All right, see ya.